Hey buddy, it's Crazy because I'm for and welcome to some more Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In the last episode, we went through Classic Mode as the leader of the Star Fox team, Fox McCloud, and we played through on Intense. It was definitely rougher than I anticipated it to be, but we still ended up with a really nice score. I mean, like 1 million is pretty stinking. 1.2 million is pretty stinking good, if I do say so myself. But in this episode, we'll be going through Classic Mode as Star Fox's friend and also, you know, partner in Team Star Fox, Falco Lombardi, which is his last name. I actually like how Fox, Falco, and Wolf all full on have like last names, which is pretty nice. I mean, obviously they're just called Fox, Falco, and Wolf, but it's nice adding in their last name, just to give it a little pizzazz. So let's go ahead and check out Falco's palette swaps. We got his regular outfit right here. We got a more of a yellowish suit to him. Got a bit of a light. It's like a. I mean, the jacket itself is more like gray, but it seems like inside is a little bluer. Then we got Red Falco, which I believe was a pretty popular one back in Melee. We got Green Falco, and then we got Dark Falco, a lot of people's favorites from what I've noticed. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's go ahead and start up Falco's Classic Mode run. So Falco is a character, you know, in this game returning from Melee, which was his first appearance in Smash. He was confirmed to return as a playable fighter on January 20th, 2008. Hisayo Egawa reprises his role in the Japanese version from Melee, providing new voice clips while he is now voiced by Dex Manley in the English version of the game. Now Falco in this game, compared to Melee, is not as good, tier list wise at least, because in Melee he was like the second best character. But even then, like even though he was like dropped down a little bit on the tier list in this game, he's still number 7 out of 38 characters. Like that's really good. The reason why it's 38 characters is because normally there's 35, but people tend to count what's it called? People tend to count freaking, that was amazing. People tend to count Zero Suit and Samus as 2 different characters, Zelda and Sheik as 2 different, and then all 3 of the Pokemon trainers Pokemon as different characters. So that's why there's 38 in total. Or does that actually make it 38? Because I make it 36, I make it 37. And then wouldn't there be like 39? Or am I just like really bad at math? I'm probably just really bad at math. I don't know. But yeah, Falco's really good Falco is definitely like really good in this game. Do I enjoy him more in this game or in Melee? I'd say more in Melee, but just by a little bit. He's still, because of like the way Brawl works, I really do enjoy Falco in this game. That's for sure. I really do enjoy him in this game. He's just such a fun character overall. Falco, if many of you guys know, if you guys have played much Brawl or just know much about Falco, Falco's pretty infamous for having probably one of the best chain grabs in the entire game. It's a really good chain grab. I believe it's like, I know exactly how it is, what it's like, because I use it like a lot. It's such a fun chain grab to use. Even Zach uses it. He plays Falco quite a bit in Brawl. Where you grab them, down throw them, and then once that's done, you then just do it over and over again until you're ready to like finish it off. It's a little, I mean, it's not as easy as some people think it is. Like it actually has some timing properties to it, so like you should definitely keep that in mind when doing Falco's chain grab, but it's still such a really good chain grab to use. And if I can, if I have the chance to show it off in this episode, then I'll definitely try it out. If I can't show it off in Classic, then I'll definitely try to show it off in training mode. Also, how are these guys still not freaking dead? Can you just die already? How did he not hit? What? How did I not hit him? Luckily with Falco, he literally has like one of the best jumps in the game. So, do I show it off? I mean, he's about dead, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Anyways, Falco, let's just go ahead and talk about his special moves. Also, he has one thing. There is one thing about him. His Meteor Smash, or his Spike, however you want to say it. I tend to go with Spike, but I think it's, you know, you know, actually known as the Meteor Smash is like I think it's the fast, yeah, it's the fastest, what? It's the fastest Meteor Smash in Brawl with only 5 frames of startup lag. Like, that's good. That's a really good freaking Meteor Smash. It's a little hard to hit, like you had to hit with the like the moment you start it, that's when you have to hit with it in order to get the full Meteor Smash effect. If you don't hit with the start of it, then he's just gonna like hit his opponent and that's about it. But yeah, it's a really good Meteor Smash and I do enjoy it a lot. Dang, up smash comboed. Anyways, let's just go ahead and talk about Falco's movesets, which you know, let me actually go to that first. Alright, Falco's moveset is very similar to Fox's in just a way, wow, that sucks, in just a way like a lot of his moves work. The names of the moves is something that's basically the same. So first off, if I can get, you know, not be slowed down anymore, that'd be great. First off, we got Blaster. It's the exact same thing. Falco pulls out his blaster and shoots out, you know, rays from his gun. There is a bit of a difference between his blaster and Fox's. For one, you know, it's a different color. Fox's is red, or Fox's lasers, I should say, are red, while Falco's are blue. Falco's lasers are way slower, but not only do they travel longer, not only do they travel more, they have more distance to them, but they also stun for a second. They stun your opponent for a second, which is pretty good. It's actually a pretty difficult move to like counteract. I can see why. I mean, it's like, it's really stinking good. Oh my gosh, again getting hit by that? What's that? How's it? Die. It's not gonna kill, I know. But yeah, it's a really good blaster. In the air, it actually shoots much faster. And that's actually a pretty good thing to like learn if you know how to like short hop and then laser. It would actually come in pretty handy if I do say so myself. But it's a really good one. Like the whole like stunning mechanic works really well for Falco's blaster. And will I say it's better than Fox's? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Like I do really like the speed of I do really like the speed of Fox's, but just like how Falco's works is just really stinking nice. And I think it just works super well. So I might have to say Falco's is overall just like the better one. But that's just me. I don't know how you guys would feel. And that does 3% for each, you know, blast, or for each blast. Then we got his side special, which is Falco Phantasm. It works exactly the same as Fox's, where he just dashes forward, where he just simply dashes forward, leaving an afterimage of himself. The difference is, I think the only big difference is that if you were to hit with Falco's side B in the air, then it will spike. I don't know if I can show it off, because it's, oh my gosh, Falco. I don't know if I'll be able to show it off. Because you gotta like really like pull it off, but it's a pretty good spike. Let's see if I want to try and show this off. I really do. Oh, that was stupid, yeah. But you saw that Bowser got spiked a bit, and it's a pretty good one. Obviously not as powerful as his regular spike, but it's still a good spike to like actually get people with. 100%. How the heck am I gonna get through this with one freaking stock now? I guess we'll have to try. I guess we'll have to freaking try, huh? Come on, Peach. How did you not hit him? Come on. Please. Ah! I meant to go for downer. There we go. That works. And that's basically about it. Apparently, similar to Mach Tornado, which is Meta Knight's side B, or sorry, his Meta Knight's neutral B, Falco is considered to be grounded and airborne during the move, which means that both ground moves and aerials will clash with the move unless they out-prioritize it, meaning that most moves cannot punish it while Falco is traveling forwards. I never knew that Mach Tornado was considered both a ground move and an air move at the same time. And I especially did not expect that from Falco Phantasm. That's really strange. But okay, I mean, I guess that's pretty nice to just know. Pretty respect, Falco, respect. But anyway, so that does 7% on the ground, 6% and 6% for airborne enemies when used in the air. And also, I should say something about the spike. If you just hit with it, if you just hit an opponent with it in the air, they will get spiked no matter what. It's really good. It's a really good spike to hit with. Obviously, it's not as like powerful as, you know, other spikes, but it's still really stinking nice. Oh yeah, now we got his up special, I should say, which is a Firebird, which, you know, I use it a few times. You guys can kind of already guess what it's going to be like. With Firebird, very similar to Firefox, where Falco charges up and kind of shoots himself in one of 8 directions. Any direction that you know, choose, any direction that you're, you know, controlling and that you're aiming for. The only thing about Firebird is that, well, actually does a few things. One, it's a multi-hit move, so it's not just a one-hit kind of thing with Fox's Firefox. It hits multiple times if you are able to hit with it. But it's not as good as a recovery move, not nearly as good as a recovery move as Firefox is, only because it goes like nowhere. It has like 0 distance to it. Like, look at this. Like, that's it. That's all you're gonna get. I mean, you get something at least, but like still, it's not that good of a recovery move. Well, at least, well, compared to Firefox, yeah, but and so that does 2% for the charging loop, 3% for launch hit 1, and then 2% for launch hits 2 to 9. And finally, if I can show this off really quickly. Ooh! I'm gonna try to be careful here. Not trying to die, that'd be great. We got Falco's down special, which is Reflector. It's pretty self-explanatory, works very, very similar to Fox's, except it has some similarities to it. Definitely some pretty big similarities to it. That's for sure. Well, first off, you know, it's a reflector. He activates the reflector, and you know, if he, oh shoot, I don't like this. There we go, there we go. Get the frick out of here, Pit. That's mine. Let's rob. Well, here's a reflector. It's, as you can see, it's very different. Anything that, like, you know, anything that, if he has a reflector out, when a projectile comes towards him, he will of course reflect it. It's very different because Fox's, you can just, well, one, it surrounds himself and you can just like keep it for, going for as long as you want. But Falco's, he simply just shoots it out and then brings it back in. It's not one you can hold it in, which kind of sucks. Definitely a big downgrade in my personal opinion from Falco's reflector in Brawl, or sorry, in Melee, where he can actually have it out the entire time, you know, until you get hit, of course. I don't know. I don't know why they had to change it. Probably to like differentiate between Fox and Falco a little more. That's probably the biggest reason why. I've never really been too much of a fan of Falco's reflector in Brawl and onwards. I don't know. I just don't really like the way it works all too much. That's just me. I mean, it's pretty useful. I mean, it does damage, like, when you shoot it out, and, like, it can do a little bit of knockback, too. But so does Fox's. I don't know, I just feel like Fox's is better. Like, way better. Has any lag to it, and very low knockback, too. So it's pretty punishable. But, I don't know. I don't know what you tell me in the comments how you guys feel about Falco's reflector. If you think it's better or worse than Fox's. Because I think it's worse, but that's just me. And so that's 6% for the reflector itself, and then 1.5 times the damage for reflected projectiles. Then we finally have his Final Smash Landmaster, which, you know, it's literally the exact same. There's a few minor differences to it, but it's literally the exact same to it. It's literally the exact same. Where he summons the Landmaster, he can control it a bit, he can fire lasers, do a barrel roll, turn around, fly, all that jazz. The only thing about his that's different from Fox's is that it has more air mobility than Fox's, but it is slightly weaker and has less ground mobility. So Fox's is the most balanced, while Falco's is the best in the air. And Wolf's, we'll see what goes on with Wolf, and we'll go into a little bit of Falco's Landmaster in training mode. Honestly, this is a pretty good, a pretty cool image. How he kind of like transforms from like Latias to Falco, or maybe it's not even like that. I think it's just like a thing of like him racing Latias. That's what it seems like. I don't know. It's cool though. I like it. But with that, let's go ahead and check out Falco's Final Smash and his taunts, because that's actually something I need to check out as well. I was you know, going through that pretty stinking fast, so I had like no time to check out his taunts. Actually, no, we're not gonna do Final Destination. Only reason why is because I want to go to Corneria and actually check out the other Star Fox, I guess, conversations that you can have. They're nice. I like them a lot. They're pretty cool. All right, so Falco's taunts. Up taunt, kicks the reflector back and forth and then catches it, saying piece of cake, while in Japanese he says an easy win. Side taunt, stands on one foot. Ow! Stands on one foot with his wing raised. And says, don't try me, where in Japanese he says, come bring it. And in down taunt, he spins around, crosses one arm, just like in Melee, and says, hands off my prey, where in Japanese he says, get your hands off my prey, sorry. And of course, we got his smash taunts, where do the exact same thing we did as Fox. There we go. Just wait a little bit. This one's gonna activate way quicker than it did on Lilat, as you can see.
Cut your way through with a boost. Aren't you guys thinking of something else?
And that's it. I mean, that was a pretty short one. I think there are definitely longer ones for the Star Fox 64 conversations, but that was just one of many. As you can see, you know, very different from the other one from Lilat, since it's, you know, different graphics. This one's based off of 64 or Star Fox 64, while the other's based off of, I think, Star Fox Adventures, maybe Assault, but it's more adventures than anything. And yeah, it also comes up much quicker than the other. So yeah, that's basically all his taunts. Now let's check out his Final Smash very quickly. Personally, I prefer the air. So as you can see, really fast in the air. Not too much, you know, on the ground though. He's very slow on the ground. But that's basically about it. Like, it's just really good in the air, so it's like if you want to, like, you know, just come out of nowhere to like stomp on them, that's pretty good. If you want to like quickly rise to the sky and like lift them off screen, that's, you know, it's really good for that too. I don't know which one I like more. I like Falco's a lot because the air thing is really good, but I do like the more balanced nature of Fox's. One thing I want to actually do very quickly is check out his chain grab. See if I can do this. Ooh. Sam's is a little bit floaty, but it still kind of works. Yeah, that's basically his chain grab. It's pretty good. It works better on characters that are either A, heavier, or B, bigger. So like Bowser would work. I think Snake might work as well. But yeah, so that's basically all of Falco. Oh yeah, also about Landmaster, it does 5 to 19% for the movement, 15 to 16% for the turn, 13% for the shot, 13% for the roll, and 14% for the fall. Before we actually go ahead and check out Falco's trophy, there are apparently some techniques that they mention here on the website, things called like silent lasering, laser canceling, and laser lock. I'm not gonna go through them all. If you are curious about them, and I suggest you check them out. But I never knew if like Falco had like specific techniques to him. Well, he's like here, because like this is like the first character where it actually like talks about like specific techniques that, you know, the character has. It hasn't said anything about any special techniques for other characters. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out Falco's trophy. A Team Star Fox pilot whose real name is Falco Lombardi. He once reamed the Starways as the head of a galactic gang, and his piloting skills are superb. He affects an air of cool disdain and is sometimes uncooperative, but in reality his passion for the Star Fox team is second to none. He had once left the team to fly solo for a time. And the games we have are same as Fox's: Star Fox for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and Star Fox Command for the Nintendo DS. I actually don't remember what game that was where he left the team to fly solo. I don't remember what game that actually was. It might have been Assault, for all I know. I'm pretty positive it was not 64. It might have been like Adventure or Assault. Maybe, but I could be mistaken. I really don't know. Like, you know, let me know in the comments if you guys actually know which game it was. But yeah, that's it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the next one, we'll be going through Classic Mode as one of my personal, you know, favorites. And one of my very first main, the rival of the Star Fox team, Wolf. I'm pretty excited about this one because I love this character to death. Still one of my favorite characters ever since the beginning. And I'll get a little bit, you know, into him, into my, I guess my connection with this character in the next episode. But obviously, no, wait, what? Sorry, that'll be next time. So subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including Twitches, of course, down below in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Pop-Tart out.